Okay, good evening, all of you. Good evening. Good evening from Pathfinder. And we are back with our live session. And I will make a small request to those of you who are there on Zoom. Okay. So can you just go to YouTube and like the stream? That's all. So we have these live sessions every Friday, every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. And these sessions generally are aimed at something related to CAT. And if you're a CAT aspirant, just subscribe to our channel Pathfinderforme because we are going to come up with some very interesting sessions aligned with CAT. Today we have on the agenda set theory, and set theory 4 set questions. Now these questions have appeared in CAT a few years back, and today we are going to do a basic question so that you get a hang of how to draw that 4 set Venn diagram. So this is our question, and we will come to this question in a moment. But before that, I need to give you a bit of a background. Are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're all ready. Give me a thumbs up if you're all ready. All right. So see, Venn diagram questions, they utilize this formula A union B union C is equal to A plus B plus C minus A intersection B minus A intersection C minus B intersection C plus A intersection B intersection C. And drawing a 3-set Venn diagram is quite simple. You just draw 3 circles and you can have them overlapping. Things are not as easy when the number of sets increases to 4. So if there are 4 sets, let's say A, B, C, and D, and these 4 sets, they intersect. So how will things change? Let's see how things will change first. So the way to draw a 4-set diagram is you can just draw 2 perpendicular lines like this first. 2 sets of perpendicular lines rather. Okay. In fact, we need longer line here. We need a longer line here too. Once you've done that, draw another line from here and draw a third line in between. And just one second. So there will be a freehand diagram. So the first challenge is to be able to draw a 4-set diagram. And this is how you will draw a 4-set diagram. See? Now this gives me a 4-set diagram. This is set A, set B, set C, and set D. Correct? So which is the region that has all the 4 areas common? The area that is common, I'll name these areas as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Correct? We have these names for each of the areas. And can you tell me the region which is common to all the 4 sets? Anyone? Atharva, Prachi, Pranati? And Palak, anyone?
Sir, I.
Should be I, right? So you see that this particular region lies in all the four sets. It lies in set A also. It lies in set B also. It lies in set D also. And I am telling you this because we are going to do shortly a question based on this. So before we start that question, you need to know how to draw the Venn diagram. I hope you have understood how to draw the Venn diagram. I is the region which is common to all the four areas. Similarly, can you tell me a region which is common to only two sets? Common to only two sets. Now, which are the areas which are common to only two sets? Anyone? This
Sir,
time there will be E, okay. E is one of them. So E is common to A and D, absolutely. But E is not the only one, right? For example, if you look at D, D is common to A and C, correct? Look at K, K is common to only C and D. Look at B, B is common to only A and B. So you have these four areas which are common to only two sets. Clear? Any other set that is common to only two sets? Because there are four sets, so there should be 4C2, that is 6 common areas. There are two common areas which you are missing. Can you guess which two? This F and N. F is common to B and C, and N is common to D and C. So plus F plus N. So in that sense, it becomes slightly complicated as a diagram. Areas that are common to only three sets. Can you identify now? Area that is common to only three sets. Again, 4C3, if you know permutation, you will immediately deduce that there must be four such areas, and these are E, J, M, and H. E plus J plus M plus H. See, E is common to A, B, and C. Correct? H is common to A, C, and D. J is common to B, C, and D. Have you understood? And M is common to A, B, and D. So this is how E, J, M, and H. And which area is common to only one region? So A plus C plus G. I don't want to name this O. Let us name this P plus P. The O looks like 0, and we might get confused. So these are areas, just for your indication, just for your understanding, the common areas I have marked out. Now, suppose my question is, which area is common to B and C, but not D or A? Which will that area be? Common to B and C, but not D or A. Anyone?
The F.
F. B and C, but not A or D. Who's answered that? Prachi, is it?
The Pallav.
Okay, good. So this is how you will get those areas which are common to a few sets, but not common to any other sets. Is there anything you would like to ask me about how you can draw the diagram? Because the formula by the inclusion exclusion principle will become very, very complicated for this. A union B union C union D will be equal to A plus B plus C plus D minus what? A intersection B, A intersection C, A intersection D, B intersection C minus B intersection D minus, I don't want you to write down this formula, plus. So it's a complicated formula. The only thing you need to remember is, if you know a bit of permutation combination, single areas will be 4. Areas common to two regions will be 4C2. If you know permutation combinations, areas common to three regions will be 4C3. and area common to four regions will be 4C4. So 4C3 is 4, sorry, A intersection B intersection C plus A intersection B intersection D plus A intersection C intersection D plus B intersection C intersection D, and finally minus A intersection B intersection C intersection D. So it's a very, very complicated formula. So you need to remember that you start with 4C1, that is one area, and you start with a plus. Then you look at two common areas, you do minus. Then you look at three common areas and you'll do plus. And you do four common areas and you'll do minus. That's why this is called as inclusion exclusion principle. Correct? If you don't have any queries regarding how to draw this diagram, can we go to the question now? If you can go to the
Yes, sir.
question, give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Today I have taken a simple question. This is not in line with CAT. This is nowhere near CAT, in fact. So let us just solve this question. I am going to give you 5 minutes to solve the first question. In fact, 8 minutes to solve these questions. And then I will start solving. Your time starts now. Try solving it. After 8 minutes, I will help you solve. And do you want to see that diagram, anyone? I can cut it and bring it here in the front. One of you has an answer. I don't know whether that is correct or not correct. Mostly looks like correct. So I hope you found this question easy, because it is easy. Okay, so I'll just draw the diagram and then we will start. Okay, so let us say this is linear algebra. Let me write it in red. Linear algebra. Then you have statistics, you have Python, and you have data structure. And let me also name these areas once again in very small: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and P. Okay, so we've named all our areas. Now you're told that it is known that 20% of students do not study anything. So 20% of the students, they don't study anything. This fact is given to you. What else is given to you? The 4 subjects given above are studied by 230, 180, 180, and 220 students. So let's say linear algebra is 230, then stats is 180, Python is 180, and data structures is again 220 students. Now you're told that the number of students taking exactly two subjects. So exactly 2 subjects are indicated by which regions? Exactly 2 are indicated by which regions? B. Then which other? K plus any other? D, L, any other? F and N also. So B, K, D, L, F, N. Everywhere I will write how many? 20 students each.
20.
So this is also 20. K is also 20. D is also 20. Where is D? D is also 20. I hope you can see this. L is also 20. F and N are also 20 each, because 20 is each. Then the number of students who take all the 4 subjects is 30. So H is clearly equal to 30. And it is also noticed that number of students who study exactly 3 subjects. So exactly 3 is indicated by which regions? E, I, M, and G. E, I, M, and G. And these are all 10 students each. Correct? And nothing else is given. You are only told how many students are studying in Gurukul. Now, the number of students studying in Gurukul will it be a sum of A plus B plus C till P? Is the number of students going to be a sum of A plus B plus C plus D plus E and so on till P? Achi?
Yes, sir. That would be the number of students studying any subject.
That will be 80% of the students. Why?
Yes, so 80%
Because
of
it is
total
known that
students.
20% of students do not choose these subjects. So those 20% students don't figure in any of these numbers. But first of all, I need to determine A, C. How will I determine A? C. The sum of linear algebra. That means this particular, let me outline it in green. So all numbers that are a part of this set, which I have outlined in green, the total of these numbers has to be 230. So let us add 20, 20, 40, plus 10, 50, plus 10, 60, 90, 110, 120. Is the calculation correct? 50, 60, 90, 20, 110, 120. Yes. So which means A must be 230 minus 120, which is 110, the value of A. Similarly, I can take out values of each of these numbers. So value of C will be 180 minus the sum of 20, 10, 30, 50, 30, 80, 10, 90, 10, 100 and 120. So 180 minus 120 will give me a 60 here. Similarly, the number of students who take only Python, that is J, will be 180 minus the sum of these 20, 10, 20, 10, 30, 10 and 20. So let us add up 20, 20, 40, 50, 60 plus 30, 90, 120, 110, 120. So 180 minus 120 is again 60. And similarly, the number of students who take only data structures is 220 minus these numbers. So let us add up 30, 20, 50, 80, 90, 100, 120. So 220 minus 120 is 100. Now what do you get? You simply have to add up these numbers. Add up all the numbers and you will get the total. You will get 80% of the total. 80% of total is equal to 110 plus 20 plus 60. And I'll just add up all the numbers in each row. 30, 20, 50 plus 60, 110, 40, 10, 50, 20, 70, 30, 20, 50, 150. And how much is this? 170, 190, 300, 450 plus 70 will give me 5, or have I made a calculation error? 130, 190, 300, 370, 470 and 50, 520. Atharva, is that what you got?
Yes, sir. This is 80% of total.
Yeah. So total must be 520 upon 24s are 25s are. So you get 650 numbers. So the total number of students studying in Gurukul are 650. Is the solution clear? If it is clear, give me a thumbs up. If it is clear, give me a thumbs up. If it is not clear, ask me a question. Palak, is it clear to you? Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll take the same diagram to the next page. So that we don't have to draw it again. Now, can you answer the second question? How many students of Gurukul study only statistics or only Python? Palak, I hope you have understood the solution. Yes, please. Only statistics or only Python? So only statistics is 60 and only Python is also 60. So your answer must be 60 plus 60, that is 120. Prachi, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next question. Yes. Answer this. How many students study statistics or Python but not linear algebra or data structure? Statistics or Python? So statistics or Python, but not linear algebra. So you have to look at numbers that are lying in either statistics or Python, but not any other. So how many numbers are there? This 60, this 60, and this 20. 60 plus 60 plus 20. That makes it 140. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Next and the last question for today. How many students study linear algebra and data structures, but not now? It is linear algebra and data structure, right? So there must be an area common to linear algebra and data structures. Which is that area? See, the difference is
So,
here you have been told linear algebra and data structure. So which is that area
G.
out of ABCD? See, look at area that is common to linear algebra and data structures only. And that is this area 20 is my answer. Have you understood this clearly?
yes, sir.
Any questions, any challenges, any doubts? If no, we come to an end of today's live. I hope you were able, today the objective was only to help you understand how to draw a diagram when there are 4 set data sufficiency questions. I hope the diagram is clear in your mind and you will be able to draw it in future whenever you are faced with this situation. So I thank you for joining me for this live today. And as always, if you have any queries, you can reach out to me straight away on my number 9826062415. If you have any queries related to CAT preparation or MBA preparation, reach out to me. That's all. Thank you very much.